Hello. So, becoming conscious and living a conscious life and knowing ourselves is equals to freedom. Because as I started to becoming more aware that I am responsible for my life, that I have to make choices in order to get the things that I really want, instead of just living according to my environment. Because, for example, I was born in a community, in a African community, and when we live in a community like that, we usually eat like cultural food, and we also tend to, there's a kind of like a lifestyle, a group lifestyle, which Eckhart Tolle called a group consciousness. Okay, and we tend to live similar to each other. Okay, once we have this awakening and we start thinking for ourselves, we release ourselves from that group consciousness. Okay, we start thinking as individuals instead of thinking as part of a group. And once I've done that, I started to live the way I want to live. For example, I started doing exercise, reading books, and learning more about food, learning more about myself, how the body works, what the body needs. And then I had to try lots of things, because there is a lot of information out there about health, about how many hours of sleep we need, about, so there's a lot of information. And instead of just focusing on the information that is outside, I think we need to find it for ourselves. How many hours of sleep do I need according to my lifestyle, according to what I do daily, according to my nutrition? Because everything will play a part when it comes, for example, to sleep. How many hours of sleep I need a day. Also, when it comes to exercise, what's my goal, how my nutrition should be according to my goal. So I started to personalize my life, making choices that are going to manifest the results that I want as an individual. And then I started connecting more with myself, with how do I want to live my life. Okay. For other thing is, when I was living in that community, I would hear lots of things like all men are all the same. What's the point of finding a new man? Because from what we see, they are all the same. The results will all be the same. So there was ideas, fixed ideas about lots of stuff. And because we actually see the evidence around us, you tend to believe that that's the case. Once we release ourselves from our community and we especially travel or get away from that environment, we will realize that's actually not true. And I deserve more. Then we start to get a sense of worth, self-worth. I deserve more. I want more. This is not the kind of relationships, for example, I want to have. And then also you start realizing, to attract more, you have to be more, or you will attract what is in harmony with you. And once you start realizing how the world works, how the universe works, and you start to understand the universal laws, you will find out that you actually can manifest everything. Yes, it's true, you can manifest everything, but we will manifest according to our vibrations. We will manifest according to ourselves. Okay, and what we believe. Because it's very easy to manifest. It's not that it's easy, but we can manifest things that are not in harmony with us, or not in sync with us. And once we get it, we will feel that kind of like we'll feel we don't deserve that, or we will feel awkward with that manifestation. So it's important to also become. Okay, to feel it in ourselves that we are worthy or we are already what we want to attract as well. So for example, when it comes, I was talking about relationship. Of course, because in my previous relationship I was with someone that was unfaithful, and a liar, and a cheater, a cheater. Of course, I wanted to find someone that was honest, that was loyal, that was caring, that was responsible, that was confident, blah 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 blah. But I have to be also that person, that type of person, to be able to attract that. Because if I'm not that and I attract that, the relationship will not last. Okay, so it's important also to become what we expect, what we want to attract. Okay, so everything starts really with us, and once we start becoming also more conscious, more aware, we start to realize that we are, everything that we expose ourselves to, it's a form of nutrition. Okay, it's not only the food that we put in our mouth, it's what we see, it's what we listen, it's what we surround ourselves. So if we want to manifest whatever kind of life or a healthy lifestyle, we need to make sure that we are surrounding ourselves of we are choosing food that will gives a health. We are surrounded by people that are also having that same lifestyle. So it's we start to choose more, we start to be more selective, we start to be to learn also more, try more. So yeah, once we are in tune with ourselves, we know what we want, and we start living the way that we want, we become healthy, mind, body, and soul. Okay, becoming conscious, becoming aware, it's equal to freedom to me. And I've seen people, every time I see people surprised why they become sick, or why their life are in a or why things happen in their lives, because I was that person before, and I didn't know I was responsible. I just thought, okay, why am I oh, it's winter, I'm meant to get sick. Or I would have conflicts with someone, and I was like, well, why this is happening? Not knowing that that was a result of my own choices, that was a result of living unconsciously, taking unconscious decision, and then whenever things would happen, I wouldn't know why. So whenever we are choosing and living consciously, we know the results, we know what's we know what we are going to manifest. Okay, and we are also okay when once we do what we call some mistakes. We are okay because we know it's just learning. Oh, okay, this is not what I'm meant to do, I'm meant to do the other way. Okay, so let's keep trying. So we're not afraid also of doing mistakes, and we also know that everything that comes back to us is just a feedback. So whenever something happens to us on the outside, we know that it's just a reflection of ourselves. So I just wanted to make a quick video talking about becoming this awakening, becoming more aware, becoming more conscious, and how that will actually manifest as an amazing life, a healthy life. Yeah, that's it.